Hey, what's going on, guys? Butterbar here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Apex Legends video. Now, I know I've not done an Apex Legends video in quite some time. I haven't played the game in quite some time. However, I did get some good gameplay in with my buddy 2OP Nerf OG over on the PlayStation 4 yesterday. If you are not tracking him, if you have not checked his channel out, you haven't given him a follow, 2OP Nerf OG is a great content creator on Twitch. He's a great streamer, and I'm going to leave a link to his Twitch channel in the description below. Great guy. If you want to see some great gameplay and get some good conversations going on his Twitch channel, definitely give him a follow. You will not be disappointed. Alright, two things I want to talk about today in today's video. One, I want to talk about the newest Reddit post that Respawn posted about Apex Legends. They address some of the concerns the community has about the game and what they plan on doing forward with the game for Apex Legends. And as well as the second thing I want to talk about is one thing I would love to see added to Apex Legends. I think there's one thing that Respawn does a great job in doing. I think they did a great job in Titanfall 1 introducing it. I think they did a great job in Titanfall 2 bringing it over to the sequel, and I would love to see this introduced into Apex Legends. Look, a lot of BRs out there, the BR genre, they're all the same. However, if this one thing is brought into Apex Legends, I feel like it will bring a lot more players over to the game. I feel like one thing that Apex Legends kind of that suffers right now, and that's one thing that me and OP kind of talked about, was there's kind of lullness, there's kind of quietness that happens in this game, and I feel like it does happen in a lot of other BR games. However, with this update, with this change I would love to see in Apex Legends, I feel it would actually knock that out and actually bring a little bit more chaos, a little bit more content to the game for players that are kind of starving for more things happening in the BR game. So first off, let's talk about this newest Reddit post from Respawn, and it actually addresses some of the concerns that players are having. It addresses some of the concerns of cheating as well as some of the audio issues. First off, with cheating, again, PC is actually devastated with the amount of cheaters out there. I'm actually pretty amazed of the hundreds of thousands of cheaters that Apex Legends have actually banned from playing the game. PlayStation 4 and Xbox doesn't really suffer as much as PC, but it's incredible to see how many players are actually cheating in this game. So they're addressing it. They understand that there is a big cheating problem in the game, so they plan on moving forward ahead, being able to address that, and hopefully keep as many cheaters as possible out of the game. One thing they address too is audio issues, and this is one thing they've actually seen on the PlayStation 4 side more than anything, is some of the audio issues. Hell, I mean, I feel like people are sneaking up on me and they're running straight at me and I cannot hear their footsteps. So they are addressing some of the concerns that players are having with audio issues. One thing to talk about too is they know that players are wanting to see big weekly updates, but Respawn really doesn't work that way. They plan on updating the game with large content updates that are addressing a lot of different things. So really, you're not going to be seeing weekly updates with the game. You're going to see some bigger updates, a couple months down the road. Respawn's just not that type of developer. So with content, with updates to this game, look forward ahead, look forward a couple of months, and you're going to be seeing some new updates to the game. As well as too with the future, they plan at the EA Play in June. They plan on showing some of the new features in the next season pass update. So look forward ahead to June to where they're actually going to be showing some new content they plan on bringing to Apex Legends. So if you're one of those guys, you want to check out this Reddit thread, check out the Reddit post. I'm going to leave a link in the description below. Again, if you want to check it out for yourself, you can read some of the changes that Apex Legends Respawn plans on making to the game. Alrighty, now into the main topic of today's video, and that is one thing I would love to see introduced in Apex Legends. Look, I think there's a lot of great content in Apex Legends. However, in this game, there is a lot of downtime. There is a lot of lull, and I think that's probably just the BR genre in general. Look, in the very beginning of a match, it's really chaotic, really entertaining. It's a really heart-pounding to find a weapon, find the enemy, and go after them before they can actually go after you. And it feels like that same way, same chaos, same fun gameplay towards the end of the match. However, that in between, that middle section of the game is where the lullness, where the boredom comes in, where you are working really hard to find other people to go after. And I feel like in Apex Legends, you are working pretty damn hard to find people in the middle part of the game. I think Circle 3 or 4 is where you're working the hardest. However, if one thing that can be added into Apex Legends, one thing that I think Respawn does a great job in doing, and that's AI opponents. Look, Titanfall 1 and Titanfall 2 with attrition and bounty hunt did a great job of being able to introduce PvE, PvP content to a game. there's always something happening in attrition. If you were somebody that played Titanfall 1, Titanfall 2, playing attrition, you knew that something was always happening. You knew that chaos was always around you, and it was always a great time. 15 minutes of attrition matches, and you always were involved in something. You always had something on your screen that you could shoot or go after, and I do feel like in Apex Legends, they could do something similar to that. They could introduce AI opponents in this game that would actually make players go after something, strive to go after something, always having something in front of them to shoot, always having something to go after and have a fun time in, because I feel like in this game, those lulls, those downtimes in the game really does hurt Apex Legends. And again, I really do think Respawn does a great job with Titanfall 1 and Titanfall 2, and they could do the same great job in Apex Legends of being able to introduce this type of content. And I'll give you some ideas of what I would love to see with AI opponents entered into the game. First off, let's talk about the lullness. Again, having AI opponents in this game would really fix the quietness of this game. There's some circles in this where you will not see anybody. You're not finding anybody. You're looking for conflict. You're looking for opponents to fight off in this game. However, AI opponents are introduced in this game. That gives you even more stuff to shoot at, more stuff to be chaotic with. And one thing I would love to see introduced is AI opponents controlling different parts of the map. There's all different types of locations in Apex Legends where they could control. And one thing that would be really great, because I know a lot of players have trouble, including myself, finding different equipment that are laid throughout the map. What if you actually could take out some of these AI controlled areas in Kings Canyon? And depending on if you actually are able to wipe out all the AI, what if it actually rewards you with different equipment, different weapons, different things that will help you out in the later battles, closing in on the different circles? Look, I think that's a really good thing. Not only are you killing AI opponents, working towards maybe wiping out an entire sector of AI opponents, and you're rewarded with something, also too, with that gunfire, you're bringing in even more PvP. It's kind of like I would almost look at it as like how the Division does the Dark Zone. You have PvE elements in the Dark Zone, and because players are fighting off PvE, AI opponents, you also have the gunfire drawing in PvP players wanting to be able to get into the chaos. So to me, I think that would be a really great thing. As somebody that was a fan of the Titanfall universe, loved attrition, loved bounty hunt from Titanfall 1 and Titanfall 2, I really do think that AI opponents being introduced into this game would not only bring something new to PvP players that love the Battle Royale, love Apex Legends for its Battle Royale content, but also too for players like myself that love PvE content. I think that would introduce them to this game. It would bring some players from the Titanfall community that maybe did not care for Apex Legends because it did not have that PvE element, would actually bring in more players from the Titanfall community, but also other games. Maybe there's players out there that love that in the Division, or love that in World War Z, that introduced zombies into its multiplayer with a PvP element. Again, I really do think that Respawn did a great job with it. Again, if you were somebody that from the Titanfall community, you know exactly how hard and how well of a job Respawn does with its games, with the social network, with the network system that they have in there, with being able to connect communities together, but also too with its PvE, PvP element in the games with attrition as well as bounty hunt. Look, I want to be more involved in Apex Legends right now. I feel like the BR genre, there's really nothing new, really nothing that brings me into BRs where I'm like striving to be involved in BRs. Apex Legends does a great job with its character introduction, with its ability introductions. However, just that alone is not driving me to play this game. If it's able to bring in more things, if it's able to bring in more things to do in the match where you're not feeling that lull, you're not feeling boredom between conflicts, between engagements, between the beginning as well as the end of the match, I really do feel like that would be a great introduction. I really do feel like that would be a great thing to introduce into Apex Legends that I would definitely love to be involved in. Again, Respawn did a great job in Titanfall 1 and Titanfall 2 with attrition and PvE content. So I really don't see I don't see how they could not do a great job in Apex Legends introducing something like this. So really, at the end of it, I would love to know from you guys, what do you guys think about this idea? If you are somebody from the Titanfall community, if you're somebody that's new to Apex Legends and the Titanfall universe, I would love to know in the comments below, what do you guys think about a PvE element introduced into Apex Legends? Is this something that you would love to see introduced where it would actually kind of squish down the boredom, the quietness between engagement between the beginning of the match and the end of the match? I would love to know in the comments below. So again, guys, this is just one idea. This is one thing I would love to see introduced in Apex Legends. It's one thing that would bring a lot more chaos, a lot more involvement in matches, and I feel like it would bring a lot better, I guess, more story, more elements to talk about at the end of a match. So again, let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think about PvE content being brought into the BR, bringing brought into Apex Legends? Let me know in the comments below, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please drop me a like. Again, let me know in the comments below what you think. Have a great rest of the day, and I will see you guys all next time.